Hello everybody, I'm Duke James, this is Portugal. Been looking at the ideas, and I think I'm gonna dump bureaucracy actually and pick up colonialism, because the first colonialism idea, which I can unlock right now, if I waited till block books was unlocked, that's tech 16. My admin tech is 13 right now, so that'll be very long. I would lose this first bureaucracy idea, but that's fine because the first idea in colonialism is greatly increased expedition success chance. So I think that improves the success chance from 40 to 80%. And that is especially helpful when expeditions are every 2 years instead of every 1 year. So I feel like that's huge. You also get additional naval tradition for protecting trade and movement speed on and off ships, which that naval tradition for protecting trade actually is pretty good for me since I'm protecting trade right now. And then the second one, the second colonialism idea is for colonists. They just heap colonists at you like, yeah, here you go. Just take out all these colonists. Sure, you can have them. And then the third one is settler chance 25%. The last one in exploration is 5%, so that's 5 times that one. And then 25 global settler increase, 20% domestic trade power, 25% merchants from trade centers, 10% trade range, negative 10% province war score, cost trade steering merchant trade power, plus 0.3, base 0.3 merchant trade power. Yeah, colonialism is definitely really good, and the sooner I get that, the sooner I can take advantage of those. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll keep that until I get enough admin to take that one, actually, because this does give administration cost negative 10%, admin efficiency plus 2.5%, so I might as well wait. I switched from focusing diplomatic power to focusing admin, so I think that's actually where most of my points are going to go now. So I'll dump bureaucracy, pick up colonialism, finish that out. I'm probably not gonna... Well, I'll get to this one in exploration. Probably won't finish it because it just gives trade range and settler chance. So this one is actually worthwhile to get claims. So I'll get to that one in exploration. I think I could actually do that now if I wanted to. We're Diptech 13. West Africa is 16 Diptech we need. You don't get anything at 14, and I'm still working on this place, so you know what, maybe I will just finish this. Is there a guy that gives reduction? Idea cost reduction. I'm gonna get rid of these level 1 advisors and try for a guy that gives idea cost reduction. It'll only be 5%, but that's good. And this bureaucratic influence just will not get to 30. It just ticks down randomly. It says that it's based on base faction influence is the proportion of elite power. Our bureaucratic power is increasing, but the nobility have 68% power, so they have the bulk of that. Noble power right now is decreasing by 0.01, so that is ticking down. In terms of resource share, because I don't think I've looked at this in a while, the lower class have 46% of the resource share. I think what happens is, and I haven't read this, but this is my personal theory, because I've been playing 3 campaigns, and I think this is what happens, is that the bureaucrats, which is my property, just over time trickles into the lower class's hands. And that's why they have 46%, because I'm doing investments, so instead of me owning that stuff and making money, it just goes to the lower class over time. Although, of course, I think a percentage of your investments go to the lower... Percentage of your investments go to the people that own... Not own, but they have power in the province, if that makes sense, so... Some of it gets siphoned off. I know the nobility siphon off stuff as well, but the lower class don't really have power in provinces, so I don't think that's what gives them stuff. I think they just get it from you over time, because I've noticed for in multiple campaigns, my share of land and property decreases over time, which could be everybody else is getting more land or property by investing, something like that. But I think, especially since the lower class don't invest really, it's just my stuff is going to them. Which makes sense because now they have 46%, and I don't think they started anywhere near that at the start of the campaign. So this is almost a communism campaign automatically because they just take stuff from us. Urban property, yeah, they have 31%. I think they started with like 2% urban property, and now they have 31%. So that's definitely, that's fine with me because the more stuff they have, the more money they can make. The more money they make, the more stuff they buy. The more stuff they buy, the better their needs are fulfilled. And then there's more of them. And that's just a not a self-fulfilling, but it's a closed cycle that helps itself. Yep, clergy have 30% of, clergy have 35% of urban property, really? Is it academic property? Yeah, they're back to 66% academic property, which is actually pretty good in terms of money. They're only making 400 ducats. The nobles are making 775, and the burghers are making 350. I think I might take academic property from them. They have 85% loyalty. Let's go ahead and do that. Just take that from them. So the lower class will eventually have more than them then, since the lower class is going to take from us. And then wealth share. Yeah, the lower class have a lot of property, but they have 2% of the wealth share. The nobility have 44%, clergy 34%, burghers 17%, clans 3%. And I guess we just don't factor on this, which makes sense. Faction influence. Yeah, the nobility have 36%. Actually make a decent amount of money, 115. I think we were making 70 towards the start, and then that went up to 90, and now it's 115. What I want to do is this tax farming. So I want to start doing reforms, and there's one that I can do, which is tax farming. So that'll reduce provincial corruption by 0.05, give us plus 0.25 base welfare and plus 5% state share of tax revenue. It costs 200 admin, which is also another reason why I focused admin, because a lot of these reforms require a lot of admin, so I'm definitely going to need that in the future. -10 elite loyalty, -20 relations between the elites and the states and the state, plus 20 bureaucracy corruption, which is massive. 5 corruption, -50% progress towards stability. So for that, I'm just waiting for 200 admin. But I'll probably do that after I get this first colonialism idea, so I can start getting some provinces faster. You know, I didn't even notice this, but France inherited Castile. They inherited, they're both yellow countries, Scotland. And then they just lost a bunch of provinces to England. It's the reverse 100 Years' War. England starts with this territory and then they lose it. Now France has this territory and they lost that. Interesting, probably because they couldn't even land troops up here, so they just lost a bunch of provinces. They lost Ayrshire, that province, the Marches, Gal something, Lanarkshire, and Loudon. They gave Core Orkney to Norway. Wow. Interesting. My plan here with Tefilot is really just to sell provinces back to them for more money. What's my inflation? You would think my inflation would be bad. Actually, less than 4%. My inflation is actually pretty good, ticking down 0.05 per year. I think that's because, yeah, this admin ideas is keeping my inflation in check for the most part. And looks like we don't have access to West Africa expeditions. They're not colonized yet, so I guess we have to go to the Iberian Islands then, because France, I don't think, is going to yield us anything. Although France is Tech 9, so for Tech 14, that's 5 techs ahead of them. I would just sell that province back to France. I don't think it's worth it, since even if I get the province, I'm just gonna lose it anyway. Truce with Genoa ended, so we should lose their 2 ducats eventually. It's France's aggressive expansion. They're doing pretty good on aggressive expansion, actually. England hates them. Everybody else is fine with them. Which is kind of weird considering how much they've been conquering. There's nope, that's Teflet's troops. Morocco going to win that, so you're gonna stack wipe them? They lost. Did you really just lose that, Morocco? They're gonna get out September. Oh yeah, we'll catch up to them. It takes so long to go into these provinces. It takes like half a year just to get there. Yeah, they didn't beat me. Doing a claim on the Canaries and Fez, or not Fez, Tlemcen. Tlemcen actually got this province back from Tunis. Which is weird because Tunis was guaranteeing them, so they should have a truce for a little bit. No? Tlemcen does not have a truce with Tunis, despite Tunis guaranteeing them. It's kind of weird. I want Fez. I'd like to take Fez before I switch to Brazil. Oh man, my spy network was discovered. I was like 2 months away. That is annoying. I'm gonna get that guy out because I need him to do a peace deal since we're now at 100%. And it looks like we have another province. We have the Azores. Alright. We have both of the islands that we should have. Right around the time where Portugal historically got them. I don't know if I looked at these provinces, but the Azores... Yeah, I think I did. 15,000 peasants, 5,000 residents. People are migrating out of here. This island is really nothing, so I don't think I'm going to do much there. Also, it looks like they took out the trade modifier that was in the Canaries. One of these provinces had a harbor. That's rough. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do much investment in those provinces, but it's nice to have them. Influential bureaucrats went away. I think I could promote them again. I don't know if that would get them to 40, because it seems really weird. Hey, I'm trying to look for this. So, the aristocrats dislike me, spiritualists dislike me. Promoting again would also give another 5 bureaucracy corruption. We're at 52, it takes down 87%. I'm gonna try it, why not? Let's do it. What is my stability, actually? 31? Should be able to still do this. Hopefully it goes up. Yeah, no, it's hard capped at 28. Well, that's good to know. That was worthless, but it's good to know. So we're hard capped. That is really annoying. Like, really, 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 really annoying. And now I think the aristocrats hate me even more. Yeah, negative 31. Spiritualists, negative 5. Aristocrats was negative 15, though, probably because they have the most power in the country. Alright, well, it's good to know that. So, I cannot do any reforms right now. Well, I can't do these reforms. That one doesn't even say anything. Alright, that doesn't say anything either. Yeah, I can't do any reform that requires more than 30 bureaucrat influence. This one does not, though. Plus 20 bureaucracy corruption. So our income's going to take a hit, but I have 1,200 ducats in the bank, so I'm going to go ahead and do this now. It's going to hurt. But that decreases provincial corruption by a little bit, so... 75% provincial corruption. It's Vietnam all over again. That's how it's supposed to go. But now our state reach is 16%, so that should tick down fairly quickly back to the 50s. It's also gonna hurt because they hate me. What's our discipline? Discipline is 103. We'll do this grant special commissions. Get them above 53%. Alright, you give me that province. Don't want to give a province to Morocco, so I would want Fez before I take this. I don't think Portugal would have an easy time with that. I want to take Fez, so I think I'll just... Fez is a better province than this, so I'll leave that to them and then just take Fez. They're gonna give me that province, 105 ducats, and war reps. Really just a money war. That kills my admin. Oh yeah, I meant to look for dia cost reduction. The Medici system, alright. So that's what, 367 admin power it would cost, minus 15, so 350. I have 36, so 350 would be 35 months, minus 4 months, 31 months-ish. It's what, about 2.5 years? So 2.5 years, I'll be able to take the first colonialism idea. Sell that province back to them, 300 ducats. I have 1,500 ducats sitting in my treasury. Don't imagine that updated. I don't believe so, because we're still making 118 ducats, so... With that much money... gonna go ahead and build amenities rank 4 in Lisbon. For 889 ducats. And I still have 700 ducats left over in the treasury. Should still be making a decent amount of money, 7 ducats. Do that spy network again when I can. And I'm building a spy network on Tlemcen right now, so... everything's going nicely, I'd say. We have both of the islands now. We have a colony down here going very slowly, but it's going. Go ahead and do state-sponsored commerce again. Except for, everything's going well except for the whole bureaucracy thing. Especially that 5 corruption we had to get. And now the aristocrats hate us at negative 51. Alright, I'll grab this guy, upgrade him. Idea cost guy? Tech cost guy? No. Do I not have... I don't. Okay, let's do that. Promote anti-competitive practices. That should give us some extra ducats. Couple extra ducats. And we're still making naval materials. 8876 used. I'd like to see my force limit go up a little bit more. It's 8 now, so it is increasing. It'll probably take down to 7 again at some point, though. Alright, so amenities in Lisbon is 30, so that should take some time. The irrigation is still building in Tlemcen. Just had massive discoveries. Alright, so we know all of... okay. No, why did that happen? No, I don't want to know any of this stuff. That's horrible. Why do I know about that stuff in 1431? I've played campaigns where I didn't know about this stuff until well into the 1500s. It's better that way because then you can't get aggressive expansion with countries you don't know exist. So that's going to be annoying when we get to India. Also, Song fully got together. That's interesting. Song won. Not Ming, not any of the other guys. Noble concessions. Alright, let's do that stuff again. Get these guys happy. It's gonna hurt my legitimacy. Probably can't do that again for a while. Until my heir comes to the throne. My 525, which should probably be like a 535. Start those guys drilling. Build another light ship. Alright, claim on Fez. They're allied with nobody, so actually... let's not drill. Alright, I'll probably attack Tlemcen, but I'm not in this part here, and pick up the next part. So thank you for watching. Oh, looks like Zeus is attacking Tefilot. That's alright. So yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.